Hello, welcome back to the dennypark English reading show. I'm going to introduce you to the ORT Oxford Reading Tree, the Sea Mystery. And ORT is a very famous book. And I'm going to read it today, and it'll be very fun and magical happens. Let's read this book together, and what magical things happen to us. I mean to them, not us, okay? It's the Sea Mystery. It's the last day of the holiday, said the keeper. I've seen something I want to buy before we go home. Keeper took Biff and Chip to an old shop. Inside it looked dark and dusty. In the window was the model of a fishing boat. I want to buy that boat, said the keeper. The shop was full of things for boats, and an old man sat in the corner. Excuse me, said Chip. We'd like to buy the motorboat. How much is it? It's not for sale, said the old man. That boat is the model of my great-grandfather's fishing boat. It looks made after he was lost at sea. What happened to him? Asked Biff. No one knows, said the old man. One day I went to sea in his boat, and he never came back. The old man began to cough. Now go away. I want to shut the shop, he said. Keeper was upset. Hale wasn't a very nice man, he said. Never mind, Keeper, said Mom. I'll buy you a nice rolly to cheer you up. The children sat on the seawall eating their rollies. Suddenly, they heard a cough. It was the old man. He was holding a little model rowing boat. What do you want? asked Biff nervously. I'm sorry I was rude, said the old man. I brought you a present. He gave Kipper the little boat. It's from the model you liked, he said. The little boat was made of wood. It looked very real. It even had a little pair of rowers. Oh, thank you, said Kipper. He looked up, but the old man had gone. It's time to go home, I'm afraid, said Dad. Did you see where the old man went? Asked Chip. What old man? Asked Dad. And they got home. The children went to Biff's room. They wanted to play with the model boat. Oh, said Chip, I've broken off an oar. Just then the key began to glow. The children landed in water. The magic had taken them out to sea. Where are we? Yelled Biff. I'm scared, said Kipper. I'm not a very good swimmer. Suddenly, a oar splashed into the sea next to them. Hold on to the oars, said Biff. It will keep us afloat. The children held on to the oar. They floated for a long time. There's nothing but sea, said Biff. I don't like these adventures, said Chip. It began to get foggy, and they saw a strange shape sing through the fog. It was getting bigger and bigger. Now I'm scared, said Biff. The sailing boat came out of the fog. It drifted towards the children. Over here, shouted Chip. Help! Yelled Kipper. I can't see anyone, said Biff. As the boat got near, Chip saw a rope hanging into the water. the rope to the oar and we can climb on board, said Chip. They climbed up onto the boat. Phew, said Keeper, that was scary. Let's find the crew, said Biff. They can tell us where we are. They look around on deck. There are nets and baskets of fish. There was an open hatch leading down into the boat. Maybe they're down below, said Chip. The children went down into a large cabin. It was lit by lamps. There was a big table in the middle of the cabin. The table was set for dinner. In the corner was a big pot of stew was bubbling away on the stove. On the table there were 5 mugs of hot tea. This is strange, said Biff. There's nobody on board. There has to be, said Chip. Why would the food be hot? And who lit the lamps? Asked the Keeper. Suddenly there was a loud crash above them. The boat shook. The children ran up on deck. The fog had gone. It was windy. The crash must have been the sail, said Biff. It has caught the wind. The boat turned around. Said Chip. The boat started to move quickly. I'll try to steer it, said Biff. Good, said Chip. I'll tie the sail. Keeper, go to the front and look out. Look out, said Keeper. Rocks! Hold on, shouted Biff. She turned the wheel hard. Chip fell over. But the boat missed the rocks. That was close, yelled Keeper. The boat sailed on. Suddenly, Keeper saw a little rowing boat. In it were 2 men and a boy. They were waving. Help us, they shouted. We can't row. We've only got one oar. Chip pulled an oar. He threw it to the man. They caught the oar, but the man rowed to the boat and climbed on. Who are you? Asked Biff. I'm Captain Torbot. This is Flounder, and the boy's called Shrimp, said the captain. This is our boat, the Barnacle. What happened to you? Asked the Keeper. You're about to eat, said Flounder. Shrimp was pulling up the last net when he struck a rock and fell in. We got in the boat to help him, said the captain, but we only had 1 oar. We couldn't row back. What did you find our oar? Asked Shrimp. It's a mystery, said the captain. We always keep the oars in the rowing boat. Chip thought about the model. It is a mystery, he said. Suddenly the matchkey began to glow. The magic took them back to Biff's room. Oh no, said the Keeper. We left the oar. They looked at the mother boat. It had both its oars. It's a mystery, said Chip. The end. Thank you for reading the Sea Mystery Oxford Reading Tree with me. And you put good sign on my video. I'm going to read more Oxford Reading Tree if you want. Please, I beg you to put the good sign on my video. Thank you for reading this book with me. See you later. Bye-bye.